Imagine a place where UFOs dart across the night sky. Cattle vanish without a trace. Portals allegedly open to other dimensions, and shadowy figures stalk the desert plains. A place so infamous, it has earned the reputation as the most scientifically studied paranormal hotspot on Earth. Welcome to Skinwalker Ranch, a 512-acre patch of land in Utah that has terrified locals, baffled scientists, and captivated conspiracy theorists for decades. Tonight, we're going to dive deep into its history, the bizarre encounters reported there, and the chilling possibilities that might explain what's really happening behind those gates. This is the mystery of the Skinwalker Ranch. Long before Skinwalker Ranch became the focus of paranormal investigations, the land itself was steeped in legend and fear. The area lies in the Uinta Basin of northeastern Utah, a region rich in Native American history, particularly the traditions of the Navajo and the Ute tribes. The Navajo people told stories of the Yi-Nalushi, or skinwalkers, evil witches capable of shape-shifting into animals. According to legend, skinwalkers were once healers or respected figures who turned to dark magic, using their powers to sow fear, death, and destruction. The very name Skinwalker Ranch comes from this terrifying lore. But beyond folklore, the land itself seemed cursed. According to the Ute tribal members, the Navajo cursed the region during centuries-old conflicts, leaving behind a dark energy that still lingers today. This backdrop of supernatural dread sets the stage for everything that would follow. The ranch entered mainstream attention in the mid-1990s when a family, known by the pseudonym the Gormans, purchased the property. From the moment they moved in, strange activity plagued their lives. On their very first day, the family encountered a giant wolf-like creature. It was unnaturally large, described as being the size of a small horse. At first, it seemed tame, even allowing the family to pet it. But when it suddenly attacked one of their calves, the father fired multiple bullets at point-blank range. To their horror, the creature barely reacted, eventually trotting off as if nothing had happened. Their cattle, valuable purebred breeds, began to disappear. Some were found mutilated in surgical fashion, with organs removed, no blood spilled, and no tracks leading to or from the carcass. Others simply vanished without a trace. Strange lights appeared in the sky, glowing orbs that danced across the property, sometimes blue, sometimes red, sometimes darting at impossible speeds. The family also reported poltergeist-like activity inside the house. Doors slammed, objects moved on their own, and voices whispered from the darkness. Perhaps most chilling, the family saw what appeared to be portals opening in the air. Rectangular windows glowing with light, inside of which were landscapes or skies that didn't match their own. Within just 2 years, the Gormans were exhausted, frightened, and financially devastated. They were ready to abandon the property entirely. But that's when the story took a new turn. Word of the ranch reached Robert Bigelow, a billionaire real estate mogul and aerospace entrepreneur, fascinated by the paranormal. Bigelow purchased Skinwalker Ranch in 1996 and immediately dispatched his newly formed research organization, NIDS, the National Institute for Discovery Science. The NIDS team was composed of scientists, physicists, veterinarians, and former military personnel. For nearly a decade, They investigated the ranch with cameras, sensors, and round-the-clock surveillance. Yet, despite their resources, they struggled to capture hard evidence. Reports during the Bigelow era would include mysterious flying objects, blue orbs of light, poltergeist phenomena, cryptid encounters, and portals or wormholes. The most frustrating part for NIDS was that while events occurred, they almost always eluded documentation. Cameras malfunctioned at critical moments, or footage would mysteriously be corrupted. After nearly a decade with limited progress, NIDS eventually dissolved, and Bigelow shifted his focus elsewhere. But the ranch's legend was only just beginning to spread. By the 2000s, Skinwalker Ranch had become a staple of paranormal lore. Books like Hunt for the Skinwalker by Colm Kelleher and George Knapp brought the ranch's bizarre tales to the public. The ranch's reputation snowballed, attracting conspiracy theorists, paranormal investigators, and UFO enthusiasts from all over the world. It wasn't just a spooky story anymore. It became a nexus where all forms of the unexplained seemed to converge. In 2007, it was revealed that the US government funded a secret program called the AAWSAP, the Advanced Aerospace Weapons System Applications Program, which investigated UFOs and other aerial phenomena. A significant portion of that research reportedly took place at Skinwalker Ranch, with Bigelow's organization serving as the contractor. This revelation fueled speculation. Why was the government so interested in this remote Utah ranch? Did they believe it held evidence of extraterrestrials? Or was something even stranger happening here? In 2016, the ranch was purchased by Brandon Fugal, a Utah-based real estate mogul. Unlike previous owners, Fugal didn't remain in the shadows. Instead, he opened the doors to a new wave of scientific investigation. Fugal allowed the ranch to be featured in the History Channel series The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. The show follows scientists, engineers, and researchers as they conduct experiments to unravel the mysteries. Fugal insists he initially bought the ranch as a skeptic, but after witnessing the bizarre events firsthand, he has become convinced something truly extraordinary is happening. Skinwalker Ranch represents more than just ghost stories. It sits at the intersection of science, myth, government secrecy, and human curiosity. Whether you believe it's a cursed land, an interdimensional gateway, or simply a magnifying glass for human imagination, the ranch continues to force us to ask uncomfortable questions. Are we alone in the universe? What if reality is stranger than we can measure? And how much do governments really know about the unexplained? So the question is, do you believe the mysteries of Skinwalker Ranch are real? Or is it all just one of the greatest paranormal hoaxes ever told? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this journey into the paranormal, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you don't miss our next haunted tale.